It has been reported that USC hired Kliff Kingsbury to be their new offensive coordinator. It's been reported. It has not been confirmed. We're still waiting on Kliff Kingsbury to accept the contract USC has offered him. It's not finalized. Apparently, I guess Kliff Kingsbury is still considering a couple offers from other college football teams and maybe in the NFL. And in case you don't know who Kliff Kingsbury is, he is the former Texas Tech head coach. The former Texas Tech head coach. He was just fired in Texas the other day. Literally, he got sent out of Lubbock, Texas, got fired. Texas Tech went 5-7, and he was out. It's interesting. In 6 seasons at Texas Tech, Kliff Kingsbury's record is 35 wins and 40 losses. Another thing, if you heard the name Kliff Kingsbury before, you might remember he formerly played quarterback at Texas Tech, played for Mike Leach, had a pretty good career there. When I heard the news, Kliff Kingsbury was going to USC to be the offensive coordinator, I was both surprised and incredibly excited. I was shocked. I was like, really? That's the choice he made. And then I was like, ooh, that would be really, really good. Here's why. Kliff Kingsbury is a great offensive mind. He's an innovator. He's a wonderful, wonderful offensive coach. He helps his players succeed because he's good at scheme and good at strategy. He knows how to put his players in a position to be successful. But again, when I learned that he was likely going to USC, I was surprised. I thought he might try to take another head coaching job in college or move up to the NFL to be an offensive coordinator. Frankly, I think Kliff Kingsbury's best fit is at USC. That's where I want Kliff Kingsbury. If I could pick a perfect scenario for Kliff Kingsbury, I would say go to USC. Here's why. And here's really the lesson you can learn from Kliff Kingsbury if he does indeed choose USC. If Kliff chooses USC, it shows that he has a lot of self-awareness. He has a lot of self-awareness, and Clay Helton, the USC head coach, would be showing a lot of self-awareness. There's a great book. My dad gave it to me a long time ago. It's called Now Discover Your Strengths. It's by Marcus Buckingham and Donald O. Clifton, PhD, a little thing in the corner. There's a scenario in this book. It talks about if you're a regional sales manager, you have 10 guys working under you. 2 of those 10 guys account for 80% of your sales. 2 guys are most of your business. These 2 salesmen are dominating, and then the other 8 are kind of useless. And the question is asked, if you want to expand your sales in this region, who do you talk to? 2 guys or 8 guys? It really surprised me. Studies show if you want to expand sales in your region, you work with the 2 guys, invest in them, work with them, develop those 2 star employees. Don't worry about the 8. Grow the 2 star employees. Grow your strengths. Another brief example I will make is, Tom Brady, this legendary quarterback in the NFL, is slow as a dickens. Tom Brady can't run. And in contrast, Michael Vick can run incredibly. Michael Vick can make plays Tom Brady can't make. And running the football is, you can say, well, that's part of Tom Brady's game that's lacking. Why can't Tom Brady run the football? Wouldn't it be better if he could run? Of course not. Running is one of Tom Brady's weaknesses. Tom Brady's never going to run for a bunch of yards. Tom Brady will never be the athlete Michael Vick is. It would be futile. It would be a waste of time if Tom Brady tried to learn how to run the football, all these juke moves and stuff. It'd be pointless. Instead, Tom Brady works on his strengths, getting better, slightly more accurate, better reading defenses. Work on the things that will actually help you if you get better. Here's my point. I'm not saying Kliff Kingsbury will never be a great head coach. He could develop, give him 10 years, who knows? But right now, Kliff Kingsbury is not a great head coach. Not in college, wouldn't be in the NFL. Kliff Kingsbury should play to his strengths. That is why Kliff Kingsbury should go to USC and work with Clay Helton. They would have a wonderful symbiotic relationship. Their strengths would complement each other. It's Clay Helton. He's a head coach at USC, and he is great at doing head coach stuff, head coach things, activities. He's great at recruiting. He's good at organizing. Guys love him. They fight hard for him. We saw that against Notre Dame at the end of the year. But the weakness that Clay Helton has is he's not great with strategy. He's a good leader. He's a good guy. He's won. He does all the head coaching crap and the paperwork and all the boring stuff. And then you got Kliff Kingsbury, who's great at strategy, but bad at the head coaching stuff. Not had great recruits. A poor recruiter, probably not great at organizing. He's not so good at the head coaching stuff, not good at running a team. When you combine the two, you got Clay Helton, great at running a team, does all the good head coaching stuff. Kliff Kingsbury, not great at all the head coaching stuff, but really good at the strategy part. They would have a great symbiotic relationship. Play to your strengths. In my last video about USC, I was very careful. I said USC needs to improve their offensive coaching. Whether Clay Helton is there or not, the offensive coaching at USC needs to change. This does that perfectly. If USC can pull it off and bring Clay Helton in, it's a wonderful move, obviously. But that's another big reason is, look, Kliff Kingsbury has never been able to work with top talent. He's never had the talent that USC has. USC has a great young quarterback, JT Daniels. They have Amon-Ra St. Brown, a bunch of other really great skill players, explosive players. I mean, man, it's going to be fun. Clay Helton can recruit great guys. He can take care of all the boring head coaching stuff, organizing and calling people and doing all this stuff. Kliff Kingsbury can just focus on football and focus on strategy, putting those great players that Clay Helton recruits in situations to be highly successful with strategy. That is why Kliff Kingsbury should go to USC. I think that's a match made in heaven, and certainly would be a winning formula at USC. Hi, my name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. It is my favorite thing in the entire world. Honestly, I hate doing these little pitches. I feel like kind of a used car salesman, but I have to tell you, if you don't subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports, please do. Subscribe on YouTube, on iTunes, on SoundCloud, Spotify very soon. It helps me. It means a lot to me. And if you really like Strong Opinion Sports, tell your friends. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow by telling your friends about the show. My name is Zach Schaumler. Thank you so much, and have a great day.